Say you love me forever. Say that you'll be mine.
Hello, welcome back. Black rice salad. Some call it purple rice, and some forbidden rice. But this black rice salad, I designed having taste and nutrition in mind. I'm using not just the black rice, I'm using other very nice ingredients that is going to add some nutritional value to you. If you're a vegetarian, this is perfect for you. If you're just a regular person trying to eat right, this is fantastic for you. If you happen to do keto, not so much unless it's one of those days where you want to eat more carbs than usual while keeping all the nutritional things in place. You know, if you're going to be cheating, quote unquote, because I don't like that word, don't do it with donuts and garbage. Do it with something nutritious like this salad. But before I start, why you don't go and hit that like button, share this video, subscribe if you haven't. Provide some, I want to read your opinion and your comments. I'm very curious about that. But you know what? The more important thing is go nowhere. Let's create. So I have a cup and 1/4 of black rice, also known as purple rice or forbidden rice back in the day in China. And the thing about this rice, which are going to be, I have in water now and I'm going to mix it around a little bit. The thing about this rice is very nutritious. It's high in protein and rich in antioxidants. It's a good, good rice. I like it, but cooking style is a little bit different. In the past, when I cooked this rice, I have done it using the absorption method, which is like a typical way of cooking rice. And I have a link showing one of my recipe with my chickpeas or garbanzos. This one I'm going to use the pasta method because I'm planning to prepare a salad. So what I'm going to do, I have this in water for about half hour. You can have it, for a little bit longer. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drain the water out.
This day on treasure. Could it be like this for the rest of our lives? I'll choose you in better or worse. I'll choose you even when it.
So I have a relatively big pot, high heat. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the rice here. And I'm going to add, once again, this is 1 1/4 cup. I'm going to add about 6 cups of water. And actually, let me add a couple more. Let's make it 8. Actually, I'm going to make it 10 cups. 10 cups of water. And once I put the other 2 cups and make it 10 cups, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it boil first. And then once it starts boiling, I'm going to reduce the heat to medium. And I'm going to show you that when it starts happening. As I wait for this to boil, I'm going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just a few drops. Just a few drops. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. The salt is optional, the oil is optional. I just like a little bit of taste. And I'm using Himalayan pink salt, going define volume fine level. And now I'm going to let it boil. first, boil first before I reduce the heat. And now that boiling, I'm going to turn the heat down, maybe to medium, a couple notches below medium. And I'm going to cook this from somewhere between 35 to maybe 50 minutes. You have to watch it until it's ready. So depending on the stove and the size, it could be somewhere between 35 to 15 minutes. That's why I put so much water, because the water is going to evaporate somewhat. So let me put the timer for 35 minutes first, and then I take it from there. As your black rice continue cooking, you might want to have some things handy and ready. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I have some raspberry, actually a handful. I grab a big strawberry and I slice it into small pieces. I have a Clementine orange, I'm only using one. I have some chive, Chives. This is like the onions. I have some cherry tomatoes, very small, slice and dice. And I have some pecan nuts, handful. And I also have some mint, fresh mint. So it's been about 30 minutes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a quick taste. Yeah, they seem to be ready. Let me try a different method to check this out. Let me swim some of these babies. Yeah, they look cooked already. You give it a taste, grab a couple. And they're going to taste like they're cooked, like they're softer. Some of them have a nutty crunch, tiny nutty crunch, not much. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some of the water out. You have to be careful because this is steaming. And I'm going to move some of the rice here to get the water out from it as much as possible. See? It's very hot. To get this out as much as possible. And then what you do is get some sort of spoon or wooden spoon or whatever, and make sure, see how beautiful? This is some of that, most of the water, if not all the water is out. You don't want to push the thing down or anything like that. You just kind of softly moving things around, so you can see how grainy and nice. See? And now you're about to start the next process of putting the stuff together. Now it's time to start adding some of this stuff. I'm going to put some of these fruits. People sometimes put the rice and then put the stuff on top. I'm going to mix a few of them first. Just a few. Just to give it that feel, to have the feeling. Then I'm going to mix them up. See? See how beautiful. Wow. And then you add the others. You start working your way. See? And this is the ingredient I showed you earlier. The only thing I'm not adding yet is the mint. I'm keeping the mint aside for now. Then you do this. You don't put a lot of pressure. You just softly moving things around. I'm not squashing the rice. I just moving the thing around, mixing it, mixing things. See how it's looking? How beautiful? And then you add the other ones. This is how easy it is. Delicious, nutritious. Once again, I'm keeping the meat aside. So when I serve it, I add it a little bit. It's ready. You can actually put a tiny bit now, just a tiny bit. Oh, it smells good. This, and you add a little bit of meat, see? Because it's about to be served.
'Cause I choose you.